NBN, Shannon here from I Cook You Serve. I'm joined today with Mark from Repair Not Replace. Mark's business started in 2015. So Mark, how did your business start?
So my business started when I was a franchisee with both O2, the mobile phone people. I had a shop in Wellingborough, and I also had two shops with CEX, the second-hand retailer, one in Oxford and one in Northampton, Western Fayval. And what we were doing was, with CEX, people would buy things and then they would return them, and then we had to fix them ourselves and resell them. So we employed a technician who would fix all the mobile phones and the tablets, and we were just doing it for ourselves. Mm-hmm. And then came into O2 a lady one day, and she is the inspiration for the consumer side of our business. So she came into O2, and obviously with O2 you had to send off your phone. We used to take 2 weeks, and people would go mental and say, I can't be without my phone for 2 weeks. And I thought, there has got to be a better way than this. But obviously I was with O2, so we had to do it their way. And a lady came in and she said to me, it's taken me nearly an hour to get here. No one can help me. I think her grandson had bought her a new phone, and she needed her old photos taken from one phone to another. But she didn't want them all, so she wanted to select and choose. And I said, no worries, we'll do that for you. There's no charge, sit down, we'll do it. And that was fine, apart from all the photos were quite naughty. Every single one were naughty, in fact, and they were on the naughtiest side of naughty as well, shall we say. So I had to literally sit there for nearly 30 minutes looking at every one of these photos and transferring them across. But the point of that story is, she said, wouldn't it be great if someone could come out to the house and sort of help people with their technology? That wasn't really available. So I thought, well, maybe in the future that's something that I might do. So I still credit that lady as maybe planting the seed of the business. And then a few years later, when I came out of O2 and CEX, and we set up doing the repairs for the consumer side of the business a few years later, I remembered that conversation, and we obviously bought a van and converted the van properly, and that's how the van service sort of started to help people that are too busy to go into shops and towns and don't want to, and so we come to them.
Wow. Well, I think that is a very memorable way to start a business. I'm sure that lady is someone you definitely won't forget.
Never. No, and what's quite funny is, because I had quite a lot of young staff at the time at O2, and because I'd done this for her and helped her, she used to come regularly into town and wave at me through the window, and it was terrible. I used to go bright red and try and hide every time I saw her, and I would not tell any of the staff why. And I said, oh no, I can't. I don't know if I can look her in the eye again, but there you go. So I'm sure she's still around, and if she is, I'm sure I'll give her a little wave. But yeah, I'll never forget her.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. How do you follow on from that? So the consumer side of your business, you're so well known. I can't quite get over that. You're so well known for your van, for your 1 hour arrival time. And how brilliant is that? Because it's so important to stay connected to our family, to our friends. As a business, I'm first contact for the business, so I have to have my phone with me in case somebody calls, if they ever call. So it's so important what you do. So obviously the idea of the van came from this lady. How has that worked for you? Is that 1 hour arrival time a main part of your business, or just discuss?
Yeah, so it is. That's what everyone knows us for. We try and pride ourselves normally on same day 1 hour service. We can't always do that if we are incredibly busy, but 9 times out of 10 we can. So the whole idea was to make sure that people are not without their technology. That's the whole crux of the business. Yes. Not having to send it off, not having to let it go out of your site. We're only outside on the doorstep. You know, phones these days can cost, you know, up to £1,500. Who wants to send that off in the post? You know, people's data's on there. So yeah, the service is about coming to them. You know, you're not having to leave your phone for a long period of time, and 9 times out of 10 it can be cheaper than obviously buying a new phone, which was the whole point of it. So it's a cheaper alternative, it's better for the planet because you're recycling, reusing and repairing, and it's done within the hour. If you have to go and sort out a new phone, all that takes time, where we can just get it all back up and running in an hour, and you're ready to go again.
I think from what you've just said, it's very clear that your service and your consideration of people's time, of how they spend their time, whether they're a parent, whether they have a business, have a job, if they're working, is something that's really important to you. And I think that's so important when running a business, because if those values don't come across, that can be difficult. But you guys get that across so well. And a same day fix, that's fabulous, isn't it? That's what everybody wants. I think it's really important to move away from those sending your phone away, because we don't need to, do we?
No, and also we wanted to be different to what was already out there. You know, the industry's got a terrible reputation. There are some very good people in it, but there are also a lot of terrible people that don't do great jobs. I mean, today we've seen 2 just today where someone else has had a go at repairing them, and we've had to try and pick up the pieces. So it was all about making sure the repairs that we do are quality, professional parts. We know what we're doing. You know, it's trained staff, to get away from what is already out there in some places, and that's important to us.
Yes, I can see behind you you've got a 5-star Trustpilot rate, and I think the ratings and the testimonials that you must get from people are massive for the business that you do, because of the reputation that the area of business where you work within has been so challenging.
Yeah, and you know, we're very proud of our ratings, and we work really hard on them. You know, we have a no quibble 12-month warranty, so if things go wrong, that's our fault, we just put them right. But yeah, I just think it's about being different. So we might not be at the cheapest end, but then that's because we want to fit quality parts that last. You know, a lot of the parts that we see that others are putting on, they might last 3 or 4 months, but they can do damage to the phone, the screens look washed out, they just look terrible. We don't want to be in that end of the market. So we want people to be, you know, to see what we've done and use us again and again and again. And most of our business now actually is repeat customers, which is really good. We do spend some money on advertising, but actually most of it's now recommendation. So I think that is where the business is going, and we're really pleased with that part.
Excellent. I think that's really important, because from that you will just keep building your business community. You're a great networker as well. You network well. I see you quite a lot networking, and you're always really positive. You're always giving like a lot of advice. You're kind of always in the right areas of expertise as well. So I think that's really good. Something I really like is your Peace of Mind Club. So share that with us, because when I first saw this, such a good idea.
So again, this came from my O2 days, and we used to have lots of people that had O2 insurance. And O2 insurance is a fantastic product, don't get me wrong, but it's an insurance product. And lots of people will pay for years and years and years and never have a problem. But you've still paid all that money out, and then you get to the point where you unfortunately do have a problem, and then suddenly you've then on top of that got to pay an excess, even though for years you've paid all that money and not got anything. And I could never quite get my head around that. It used to frustrate me a little bit, and I thought, again, there's got to be a better way than this. It just doesn't seem right that people pay all this money for years. So the Peace of Mind Club is all about getting rid of those unexpected repair bills. No one likes suddenly having to find 50, 100, whatever it is. You know, if you drop your phone, the last thing you want is, oh, how am I going to pay for that repair? You don't want that ouch feeling. So it's all about you choose the level that you want to top up your account. So most people do £9.99, and then we send them £10 in gift vouchers. So for that month, the system keeps track of their gift vouchers. So as you're going along, so after 5 months, you've got £50 in there. Some people build it up faster, but they don't need to. And then once you've got to a level that you're comfortable with, you know, what the cost of the average repair for your phone would be, which may be £50, £60 on iPhones, more on a Samsung, we send you an email to encourage you to stop. You then stop because you've built up your pot. And what's good about it is you can use that for not just your phone, because obviously insurance is normally about one phone, one device, just for you, but you could do that as a family. And we see that quite a lot. So all of your family's devices can be covered by that pot. And then when you've spent it, you can top it up again and restart your pot. So it's always yours. The gift vouchers are there for you to use. And there's just no excesses. And it just means as soon as you break something, we can just come out straight away and fix it. You use the gift vouchers in your pot, and it's just paid for, and it's done and dusted, and you're back up and running, and you don't have what a lot of people have. We've even had people crying down the phone when they've broken their device, and you know it can be quite stressful if you haven't got the money to repair it. So it just gets rid of all that, and we can just come out and sort it out. So yeah, it's quite popular. Actually, we've got quite a lot of people in it now.
Yeah, I bet it is very popular. I really like how your Peace of Mind Club and the 1 hour arrival, like the time that you get to your customer, that story has really thrown me off. I'm so sorry. I really like how streamlined that makes your business. It's very clear what you do. It's very customer led. I think the ease of your service is can be really found in how you work. And we come to you, it's everywhere behind you, and it's really clear that actually it's not I think you get a lot of business-based businesses, but this is a very consumer-based business. But on the flip side of that, you do also have a business side to what you do, but it's more consumer-led rather than all about business and all of those elements. So talk to me about your business contracts on site.
So some businesses obviously use mobile phones, Surface Pros, quite popular, laptops, that sort of thing. So what we do with those is they have a contract so they can just pay on account. And the big thing about businesses at the moment is GDPR. They don't want their data going off site. So we fit into that really well. So for 5 or less devices, we can just come and we just fix them in the car park. And it's all done and dusted. If it's more than 5, we do take them away. We have obviously special measures in place to deal with that, including our CCTV cameras that we wear. So we've got quite a lot of businesses that use us. We've got an NHS, can't tell you who it is, but I will tell you it's a local NHS trust, and we do work. You know, I'm of the age, because I'm really old, where I remember going into hospital and they would have a clipboard and a pen and a piece of paper and everything was written down. You could look at your notes on the end of your bed. Well, all that's disappeared now, and probably for the best. And now doctors use Surface Pros, and they literally do it all on a computer, you know, and the notes can be shared then all around the hospital. But of course, as soon as those Surface Pros go down, the doctors then can't work. So we repair the screens and batteries on those Surface Pros. That's just one business contract that we have. And again, it's about being fast and fixing them quickly for them, and we keep the parts in stock for them. So if you know suddenly they give us 5, we've got them and ready to go. But there are lots of other businesses. There's another local company that uses X-Cover phones. They really like those, and they've got people out on the road and they're always dropping them. And I will tell you, this company, without naming them, has some quite frustrated employees, and they put a hammer through some of their phones.
Oh, okay.
So we get phones with hammer marks on the screen. And when I said to it was a lady that looks after us for that contract, and I said to her, looks like someone's put a hammer through it. She goes, oh yeah, that happens quite regularly. They get frustrated on the road and they just smash their phone. So good for us because we get to repair them, but So that company we do quite a lot for as well, and we fit new screens for them. So yeah, it's a smallish part of our business, but growing. But we're always happy to take on more business customers, and we have quite a relationship with them, and they get lots of other perks as well as paying on account. Obviously, they get discounts and things. But the big thing is we keep all the parts in stock for them. So some of them can have quite obscure tablets or laptops, but they always know that we can fix it same day.
That's really good. I think that reliability is so important when you're in business. Your van must be like a TARDIS though, with all of the parts that you must have to keep. But I think, like I said earlier, your business is run very streamlined, so I feel assured that your van is probably very much the same, with the stock that you have to hold. Part of your business that I really like is the amount of charity work that you do. You've mentioned that you have an NHS contract, which is very timely, it's so important, but you actually do loads of charity work as well. So tell us about that.
So we've done a few charity bits. We try to give back. So we run a scheme recently where people could mention a charity and we would donate for every repair some money to them. We've got our new one, which we're really focused on now, which is Clean Your Screen. Because we've discovered lots of people don't clean their phone screens that regularly, and they are dirtier than your toilet. So if you swab them, there's lots of research online, they are absolutely filthy, most people's, not everybody's. So we've got a big push at the moment that people don't remember to clean their screen and they don't have the materials. So once a month, we're sending them a little bottle of antiviral cleaning fluid and a brand new little cloth, enough to clean all the family's screens. And we hope by getting that every month, it will encourage you to clean your screen. It only costs £2.49 a month. And you can do about, I don't know, I think between 5 and 10 screens. But what's important about it is a percentage of that goes to charity. At the moment, it's going to the Kettering General Hospital Twinkle in Stars appeal. So every month, people will be helping to support that. And we may change the charity in time, but yeah, and it's just a way, it's a win-win. You get a lovely clean screen and they get some money every month as well. And we've got quite a few people on that as well. So that's just launching.
Excellent. Well, I will make sure to stick the link for that above, below. I'll make sure that people have access to that link. I very regularly clean my screen because I'm in a kitchen, so it's just clean everything. It's all a part of it. I'm sure you'd be pleased to know. But is it that simple, just to antivirus spray and wipe it, or there's no technical side of it? Everyone can do it.
Yeah, you have to be a little bit careful about what you put on there. So you can use a very diluted soap and water, but the problem is once you start putting lots of heavy detergents on your screens, I haven't got one with me at the moment. Oh yes, I have, but your screen has got stops fingerprints. Yes. So there's a coating on your phone that keeps fingerprints away from, makes it easy for you to clean. And they put that on all new screens. But if you use really harsh chemicals, or you use we've seen lots of people using antibacterial gels that are for your hands on your phone, it takes away that coating. And then it means your screen becomes really dirty. You won't be able to clean fingerprints off quite so easily because that repellent is no longer there. So the one that we're giving obviously doesn't do that, and it's in the right quantities. But I would just say, if you want to do it yourself, just make sure that there's no harsh chemicals. If you are using soap, just a tiny amount. But it's really it's not just soap that you need, because you need there's horrible things, because obviously all our hands are filthy, and it's viruses and bacteria that you do kind of want to kill at least once a month. I was horrified when I was in O2. We used to have environmental health come out, and it was quite interesting because O2 used to pay for it, and they would swab different things and different phones, and they would give you the results, and it was terrifying what's on everything, especially phones, which was always the worst. No matter even if you tried to clean them, they were always absolutely filthy. But they're bound to be. We're using them. We're using that, touching them all the time with touch screens. So yeah, it's just one of those things that we have to live with. But you can get a bit paranoid about it. So yeah, and we've got a new service launching. It's not going to be here until the summer, and we're going to do it free of. I think we're going to do it free of charge. Where we've got because UV light is the best thing to kill bacteria and viruses, and we've got a box coming where you can put a phone into this special box, and it sits in the middle with light above and below and the sides, and it will kill all bacteria, germs, that sort of thing. So if we don't do it for free, it'd be very cheap, but that's another way to sanitize phones without using sprays. But the easiest way to do it at home is with a special screen spray.
Brilliant. Wow. You heard it here first. That is, they are
exclusive for you.
Both amazing services. So phone cleanliness is more and more important. I think it always has been very important, but people's awareness is increasing dramatically. So, and you do all of that, you have all of that knowledge, and yet you're still very charity based. You're still giving back to charity. So I think that that's really important. Wonderful. What else do we need to cover? So obviously you repair phones. What else do you repair?
So we repair laptops, MacBooks, doing lots of MacBooks at the moment with people that are working from home. What else do we do? Here's another exclusive just for you. Not been anywhere. Just about to start doing games consoles. So Xboxes, PS4s, Nintendo Switch. We're going to be doing repairs for those soon. So it makes us, because no one else in a van does the breadth of repairs that we do.
Yeah.
We are the only UK, we can say now, we're the only person in the UK that goes out to you that is a complete technology repair service. So there are some people that just do the phones and the tablets, but no one does the laptops, the MacBooks, the games consoles. I'm sure in the future we'll add more and more technology-based repairs to become that one-stop shop where we go out to you. I mean, sometimes we do have to take things away if we're like restoring things that take, like we just done one today. I've been doing one where I've been transferring someone's software from one hard disk to another because they're upgrading it to SSD. SSD is just a much faster hard drive. There's no moving parts, so your computers boot up straight away. But obviously you want all your data across, so that can take 17, 18 hours. So we can't necessarily do that in the van, but we still come out to you and collect it. You still see us, and then we return it back to you, within a day or 2 days, depending on how much data is on your phone. So the computer side of our business is just expanding massively at the moment. So we're fitting screens and batteries and charging ports to computers and laptops, as well as we're doing quite a lot of iPads actually at the moment. We're going for a bit of a thing of those. So it's nice to get back into doing some of those. So that's really good. And then we're seeing. I haven't done one for ages. I did a Samsung tablet yesterday that someone's got. So if we can get the parts, and we think we can do it, we will quote for it. Obviously, we'd never quote something if we didn't think we could do it. So we're reasonably flexible. We don't see things in black and white. We try and help people out. The website's got lots of our services, but sometimes there may be something on there that you want doing that we just haven't got it on the website, and we will try and help people. So the only unusual one we've really done is a drone, where we fitted a battery into a drone. Wow. So it wasn't a particularly difficult fix. So that was, I'm not going to put it on the website. I don't think the demand is there for it. But yeah, so you never know if that market expands. And what we're also looking at the moment is obviously virtual headsets. As that market increases, I think we'll start to maybe do that, whether it will be next year, depending on the size of the market. But we're already starting to see a little bit of inquiries coming for that. So I think the business will just evolve as the technology evolves. I think phones will eventually disappear. I don't think we'll have phones in our hands in the future. I think there'll be other ways of doing that. So but I think we'll always be fixing whatever the vehicle is that we're using to communicate or be on the internet with, or all those sorts of things. So yeah, I think we'll just evolve with the technology.
Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you today.
Thank you very much.
I think phones, laptops, tablets, and people's data, people's pictures and their messages, it's so personal. And I think that's not always something people consider when they day to day. It's only when you kind of consider potentially what you've lost on your phone that you realise how important it is. Which is why I really love your Peace of Mind charity club, sorry, and that a charity is linked to that. So I think that that is so important, because I know on my phone I've got hundreds of photos that mean so much, and it's important to have those backed up, but to have them safe as well. And it's great that you guys can access, repair, and make sure that they're not lost. So how can people get in touch?
So the easiest thing to do is to go to the website, which is repairnotreplace.co.uk, or we have a free phone number which people can ring. It's on the website as well, so they can ring us, or they can just email us, or just get in. There's lots of different ways you can get in touch. We're moving with the modern times. We're on WhatsApp now, and we do text, so people can contact us in a variety of ways. But all of those ways are all on the website. So go to the website, but don't feel that you can't ring us, because we do love to chat. So sometimes it's nice to talk to people on the phone, not just by email. So do ring us. We do free diagnostics over the phone as well, and we've managed to fix quite a lot of things, all free of charge, over the phone. So to us it might be quite a small thing, but not everyone knows how to fix their own phone. So do ring us first before you book a repair, because we might just be able to deal with it there and then. Obviously we can't deal with a cracked screen, but if it's another technical problem, then we may be able to do that. So feel free to call.
Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us today. I hope you're well, and I will chat to you all soon. Take care.
Bye.